Okay, so the workout for today is for strength. We're doing a deadlift, 4x8, and then we're moving in between deadlift and judo push-ups, and that's 4 by 4 to 10 reps. And then the Metcon is for time, 50 deadlifts, 50 sit-ups, 50 step-ups or forward lunges in place, and then 50 single arm thrusters. I'm thinking that the thrusters will take the longest time. Or if your legs are not completely smoked from the deadlifts. I mean, the deadlifts, Amy, you have a lightweight for deadlifts, but your legs might start feeling it on the lunges, and then the thrusters will slow down because of that. So, all right. So, there's a 20-minute time cap on the Metcon, but you're not going to take 20 minutes. I'm guessing you do 10 or just above 10, somewhere around that range. At least that's my goal for you, especially with the weights that you just showed me, less than 10 even. All right, so let's warm up. We're gonna warm up our arms first. So let's get in a stand up. We're gonna do a straddle inchworm to push up. So feet about shoulder width apart or slightly wider. You're gonna walk out into a tall plank position, come down into a push-up, walk it all the way back up to standing. I want you guys to do 8 of those. So you're gonna touch your hands down on the floor, close enough to your feet so that you feel your hamstrings stretch right before you walk it out into a plank. Once you've done your 8, you're gonna stand in that same straddle position. All right, and now we're gonna come into, I'll do it from a 3/4 view, your best downward dog. You may be here with your knees bent, that's fine. If you can straighten your legs, that's great. You're gonna touch back and move your hips back and your chest through your arm as you reach back. So I want that chest to come through your arms and also your hips to shift back. So again, you're warming up your hamstrings for the deadlift. So go ahead. You're gonna do 20 altogether. So 10 each side. Okay, So from there, we're going to progress to the actual judo push-up. So again, your stance is wider than shoulder width apart. You're going to get into your best downward dog, and now you're going to graze the floor. So you're going to dive bomb your chest towards the floor and come up into an upward dog. Then you're going to push your hips back, chest comes through your arms. Here it is again. So I'm going to dive bomb down, making an arc towards the floor, upward dog, back into your downward dog. So let's get 5 controlled judo push-ups. And can you tilt your camera down so I can see? So as you dive bomb down, your elbows come back, not to the side. All right, so that's going to be part of our strength portion. And the rep scheme on that is anywhere from 4 to 10 reps, okay? Let's get back into a plank, and you're going to do a mountain climber. So knee comes to your elbow, your opposite elbow. Then you're going to, again, push your chest back, come into this 3-legged dog, and you're reaching your leg towards the opposite side. I want you to start opening up your hip. So I'll show you from this side so you can see my other leg. Here, I'm kicking it back, and see how my hip is open. I'm reaching this foot off to the other side. So you're going to do 4 per side. All right. So now we're going to go into a lunge and a hinge. So this is a little bit, I want you to take your time with this. You're going to reverse lunge. Then you're going to come to standing. See how my foot is still in the back. I'm going to now hinge. So single leg hinge. Then I'm going to bring my knee up towards my chest. Here it is again. Lunge back. Hinge. Knee comes up. Let's get 5 per side. Yeah, take it slow so that you can control your balance. All right, so now we're going to progress to forward lunges. And the knee does have to come down to the ground, but you have to control your deceleration so that your knee doesn't bang on the floor. We're gonna do it body weight first, and then I want you to grab your weight and do it with your weight after. If that's too much, you're gonna do it body weight for the workout. So you can only see my bottom half, but that's fine. You're gonna take a step forward and be on the back big toe. So I'm on my back big toe, and I'm going to decelerate down so that I don't bang my knee. Also, your knee can come forward, but try not to let it shoot past your toes. And also try not to, definitely don't let your heel raise from the floor as you lunge forward. You're going to dig your heel into the floor to step it back. So again, I'm stepping forward. I'm decelerating, my heel doesn't come off the floor, then I'm gonna dig my heel into the floor to come back up. So let's get 4 forward lunges at body weight per side. And you wanna touch down wide enough so that you're stable. A lot of people will touch down and they're too narrow. They're like in line with the other foot. So try to touch down your foot so that you have a wider stance, somewhere between hip width and shoulder width apart. All right, so now let's grab a weight. And you can either hold your weight goblet style this way, or I find that it's easier to hold it on the opposite arm that's lunging, but you're going to be alternating. So pick an arm that is the most stable, or hold it goblet style, whichever, and you're fine. Let's get 3 lunges per side, so 6 altogether. Go ahead. More control on the way down, Amy. All right, so you have 50 of those, just remember. So either choose a lighter weight, keep that weight, or keep body weight, or reduce to 35. Those are all the options. My screen is frozen, so your screen is frozen too. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Let's warm up our squat. Our hips should be nice and warm by now. So let's just go over the squat, and then we'll move on to the thrusters. So you're going to stand with your feet hip, shoulder width apart. You can either point your feet totally forward or slightly out. I'm going to dunk my hips back and down to squat. I want to try to keep my hip crease below my kneecap. My weight is on my heel. My chest is nice and tall. And then I'm going to stand with my hips fully open. So here it is again. Let's do 10 squats. Amy, I want you to focus on keeping your chest tall, so when it comes to the thruster, you're not going to sink your chest down. Nice and controlled to the bottom, Anne. All right, so once you've done 10, we're gonna progress that, and we're going to, I have to do it here. We're gonna bring our arms to our shoulders. Oh, I have to step out even more. Sorry, guys. So here, right? I'm gonna keep my arms here, elbows nice and high. I'm gonna come into my squat and I'm gonna punch up. Bring my arms down, squat, punch up. So let's get 10 more squats with your arms punching up at the top. More punchy. Let your hips drive your arms up and look straight ahead, both of you. All right, so once you've done that, let's get 2 reps per side of weighted thrusters. So now it's going to be a little bit different because you're not punching up with both arms, you just have one. So I like to keep my arm out here to keep my balance. Let's get 3 thrusters per side. Go ahead. Punch. Keep your chest nice and tall, Amy. Good. All right, let's go over the deadlift. So, and I would do your kettlebell for the deadlift. So the deadlift is gonna be your hinge. You can see me from the side. I'm going to bring my hips all the way back. Reach towards the back wall, right? But my shins are still fairly vertical. You see that? So it's not here. That's more squatty. I want you to really feel your hamstrings. So hips shoot all the way back. Shins are fairly vertical. I'm gonna grab my weight and just stand up. Notice how the weight I have is very close to my body. In the down position, my shoulder is right above the weight. So I should never be behind the weight. I'm always above or just forward of the weight. All right, let's get 5 deadlifts. Amy, try bending your knees slightly. I know I said vertical shins, but bring your knees out slightly because I feel like you're bending with your lower back. Yeah, that looks better. And then when you stand, I want you to think about pushing the floor away with your feet rather than just standing. Yep. All right, relax. Okay, so let's get into the strength. It's 4 sets of 10 deadlifts and 4 sets of 4 to 10 Judo Push-Ups. So you've done both now. We're gonna start with 10 deadlifts. Let's see you guys, both of you from the side, because I can tell better from the side. All right, you can start. Go ahead. Keep that chest tall, and that's better. All right, right into your judo push-ups, anywhere from 4 to 10 reps. Go ahead. Once you finish with those, I'm going to give you 45 seconds rest. So Amy, I'm going to wait till Anne is done with her reps, and then I'm going to start the clock for 45 seconds. Done? All right, 45 seconds.
Sorry, can you just show the judo push-up?
Oh, yes. It's this one. This one, you're going to dive bomb down.
Okay.
And then come back up.
Okay, super.
I think you're trying to push yourself back. So I think you're trying to do this, which is super hard.
Yeah, exactly.
I want you to do here and then bring your hips up.
Okay, that's easier. Thanks.
Yeah, much easier. Okay. You guys are up. 10 deadlifts. Watch your back and chest nice and tall. Lower your hips slightly, Amy, and push the floor away. Yeah, that's much easier, Anne. All right, 45-second clock starts now. And what is your kettlebell weight? I can't see.
Sorry, 8 kilos.
Okay. I want you to do a 2 count down because I feel like you're crashing down to the bottom of your deadlift. So slow it down because I think that weight is so light that you're just going like that. So I want you to do 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up. Okay. All right, you guys are up. Third set. Yep. Lower your hips slightly, Amy. Good. Push the floor away. All right, 45-second clock starts now. Last set coming up. Oh, Amy, don't shrug up at the top. So you're starting to pull with your biceps and also shrug up. Just kind of hold the weight dead in your hands and all the work is done on your legs. Okay. Hang on. 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, last set of judo push-ups. All right. Hey, that was nice. Okay, so let's just review these movements. All right. Hi. So we just did deadlifts. You're gonna do them again. So this time you're gonna do 50 deadlifts. Again, and I want you to make sure that your hips lower. I'm sorry, Amy, I want you to make sure your hips lower enough so you're not doing it with your back. I just want to go over quickly the difference. So here's me doing it with my back, right? Here's me doing it with my legs. I'm going to hinge back and push the floor away. Do you see the difference? The first one was more of a bow, and I'm doing it with my back. I can actually feel my back right there doing it. But here I'm loading my hips to come back. And then, Anne, just be careful that at the bottom, you don't do this. At the bottom, I want you to keep your chest nice and tall. Okay, so we just did deadlifts. You're not gonna do more deadlifts until the workout. Do you have some kind of cushioning or a towel to do sit-ups with? And I think I saw you have a yoga mat, but an extra little thing you can put on your lower back. Okay, so you're gonna put whatever thing you have, towel, on your lower back. Knees are bent, but my feet are gonna be about shoulder width apart. My shoulder blades start on the floor, so they must touch the floor. Then I'm gonna come up and my shoulders come in line with my hip crease. So to ensure that that happens, I'm gonna touch the floor in front of me. And now, as you can see, my shoulders are past my hip crease. So shoulder blades down on the floor, shoulders past your hip crease. Let's get 5 sit-ups. This sit-up are going to be made a little more difficult because you're doing that hip hinging from the deadlift. So after your deadlifts, going into sit-ups, it's not going to be easy as it is now, just FYI. And then let's get 2 lunges with or without weights, alternating each side. All right, and then let's get, I'm not going to make you do the thrusters because I want you to save your arms for the thrusters. We did them in the warm-up. But are you clear on how to do the thrusters, both of you? Yep, yes, thumbs up.
Is it 100 in total or 25, 25 of the
Oh,
thrusters?
it's 50 in total. So 25 and 25, and you can split that up any way you want to. Okay, so 50 for all the reps, deadlifts first, sit-ups next, lunges are next, and then thrusters are last. So 4 movements. Okay, it's for time, so it's a running clock. Get a drink of water. Like I said in the beginning, it shouldn't take you longer than 10, 11, or 12 minutes. Certainly not 20 minutes for this. Okay, let me get my clock.
Well done.
All right. Are both of you ready? Good. All right, I'm going to start the time. You're starting with deadlifts, and the kettlebell starts on the floor. Okay, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. You guys are a little more than 1 Good, you guys. You're at 330. So lunges. If you start feeling your knees on this for any reason, do reverse lunges. That'll be easier on your knees. All right, you're a little over 5 minutes. Nice, you guys. Chest nice and tall, both of you. You're at 7 minutes. Punch, Amy. Good, Ann. Good, Amy. Strong punch. Nice, you guys. That was hard. The thrusters are the hardest part. Did both of you get your times? All right, let's cool down
Well done.
a little bit. So you guys are gonna get on the floor. In a child's pose. I want you guys to curl your toes underneath you and try to get your chest through your arms. Hang out here for another second. And then you're gonna come forward and come into upward dog position or cobra. Good. Open up that hip and then swing your hips back again. You're gonna rock back into that child's pose. Trying to get your chest through your arms just a little bit more before you bring your hips forward again. So let's get 6 more all together. With each rep, you're trying to sit back just a little bit more. And when you come forward, you're trying to get your chest nice and tall just a little bit more. All right, so watch me. I'm gonna go on the floor and I'll show you from a couple of different angles. I have a yoga block so that my head is supported. I'm gonna lie my head on the yoga block with my shoulder underneath me. I'm gonna come into a 90-degree position. So my legs are 90 degrees to my torso and my lower leg is 90 degrees to my upper leg. I'm gonna sandwich my hands together and I'm gonna slide my top hand over my bottom hand and trace the floor into a semicircle until my chest opens up and I'm in a T position. So I'm trying to open up my chest. So make sure there's minimal slide back of your hips. So chest open and I'm gonna close it back up. Let's do 5 reps each way. Trying to get your chest to open up each time you circle back. And then once you've done 5, switch to the other side. So, and let's get that chest to open. Try to get that shoulder blade to the floor. Yeah, reach back. Good. Then once you're done with that, you're gonna sit cross-legged, like you're already sitting there, and then we're going to bring our arms towards our back, and then you're going to inhale through your nose, and when you exhale, exhale through your mouth, and you're going to twist towards your right as you exhale. Inhale again through your nose, exhale and rotate just a little bit more towards that right side. Inhale again. And when you exhale, we're going to come back to center. Exhale. All right, we're going to take 2 inhalations on the left. Inhale. Exhale, twist towards your left. Inhale again. A deeper rotation, squeeze a little more out. Inhale. And back to center. All right, you guys. Nice to have you in class. Good work today. I'll see you Thursday.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good night.